Let me go now to key relaxing measures from the CCSA General Meeting this morning. And we start off with the fact that all provinces will now be designated as surveillance areas or green zones. Entertainment venues can be opened according to the relevant pre-COVID regulations, which means that some maintain their midnight closing time, while others will be extended to 2 a.m. for closing. So please go ahead and check with your local venue or specific venue before visiting them. Temperature screening in buildings are no longer required unless in high-risk areas. On the mask mandate, and this is something that I know a lot of you are keeping close tabs on, there will be different requirements for specific groups and the general public. So for example, vulnerable groups or those in the 608 group who are not fully vaccinated, for some, are highly encouraged to wear masks when present with others. COVID-infected and high-risk groups are also strongly suggested to always wear masks when with others. For the general public, inside buildings, masks are required unless you are by yourself or unless you are doing activities such as those where masks cannot be worn comfortably, such as eating, exercising, receiving care or service on the facial area, and performing arts. Then you are recommended to proceed with care, and when those activities are completed, you are encouraged to put the mask back on. Outside of buildings, wearing masks when you are with others and cannot observe social distancing, this is recommended, or when the area is crowded with a lot of people or not well ventilated. This is the case if you are using public transportation, for instance, or in congested markets, sport venues, and concert arenas. Please bear in mind that all of these relaxing measures regarding the mask mandate will only take effect after the announcement in the Royal Gazette, which means that Cabinet next week will take the issue up, and shortly thereafter, if approved, it will be announced in the Royal Gazette. We will update you certainly at the next CCSA meeting, which is scheduled to be held on the 30th of June. Another exciting update I have for our listeners at home regards Thailand Pass, and here we do have an effective date, which is the 1st of July onwards. The CCSA this morning agreed to discontinue or lift Thailand Pass registration for all travelers, both Thais and foreigners. This is surely welcome news for everyone listening today and at home, and we do hope that it will promote tourism, facilitate international travels and arrivals, and bring us closer to normalcy. What this means in specific terms is that the current $10,000 insurance requirement for COVID treatment for foreign travelers will no longer be mandatory. But certainly it's highly recommended considering the 3 difficult years that we have just gone through. Secondly, what lifting the Thailand Pass registration means is that travelers still need to show proof of either a vaccine certificate or COVID-free test results. So that vaccine certificate or pro-ATK or RT-PCR results taken within 72 hours of travel will be checked by the airline staff at check-in and once again when travelers arrive in Thailand. But you will no longer have to upload this to the Thailand Pass, which will be discontinued. Please note that this new Thailand Pass discontinuation will be effective from the 1st of July onwards. Next, let me turn now to our usual updates with the